No, if I can touch briefly upon your sexuality, because it can be a sensitive subject.
Nonsense,
For who?
We're very progressive in this house.
Yes.
We had Graham Norton on the show. The gay thing worked very well for him, didn't it?
Yes. It's very fashionable to be gay.
Very fashionable to be Asian as well.
If only someone could combine the two.
We're still waiting, Sanjeev. You know, statistically, at least 1 in 5 people is gay, so that means somebody amongst us is. Oh, it's you, George! OK, that's
I resemble that remark.
As you can see, Mr. George, we're very advanced on sexuality. Why don't you tell us the story of when you came out of the cupboard?
It's called a closet.
Oh, he was translating it into the Hindi and then back into the English.
Yes.
OK.
Right.
Sorry. I came out at 15, and my parents were very cool about it. You know, they kind of knew.
Did they? But you knew at quite a young age then, at 15, didn't you?
Well, it's one of those things that you are told by other people. It's not that you actually know what you are. It's that other kids poke you and say, perf, queer, don't choose you for the football team.
I mean, it's kind of... I mean, coming out of the cupboard in India is...
It's very difficult.
Isn't it? It's
Yes.
Yes, because it's still illegal.
Oh, yes.
to come out of the cupboard.
Cupboard, yes.
Even to be in the cupboard.
Well, either being in the cupboard or just... The cupboard area is a minefield.
In fact, you know, George, there's 1 billion people in India, so you're better off staying in the cupboard. There's more room.
What I found in India is that most people who were gay became religious. Because that's a great way to avoid sex.
Ah.
You know, if you renounce sex and the material world, then you never have to face that issue. But when I was in Bombay, I saw quite a few Saffron Marys.
You know, George, darling, I was thinking it must have been quite hard for you to come out as a gay pop star in the 80s. I think you paved the way for a lot of other people. I mean, you must look at Will Young and think, I did that, I am responsible for that. Does it make you feel very proud, darling?
I look at Will Young and I think, yeah, he's an out gay man singing about a woman. What woman? Does she have a beard?
There's nothing wrong with beards on women.
Now, I must ask you this. I've always been dying to ask you this. I mean, if I were to ask you one thing that summed up the 80s for you, what would it be?
That's a difficult one.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I think I hated... I think at the time I hated every other band. So I think probably kind of bitterness and that sort of competitive spirit, you know, we always hated every other band.
It's not what I was looking for.
OK, what were you looking for? Margaret Thatcher?
Oh, no. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a little clue. A tiny little clue, OK? A lot of people getting together to do a charity song.
Oh, OK. Feed Bob Geldof.
Well, Band-Aid is what I was trying to get.
Oh, we loved that record, didn't we? Your bit on it. You outshine everybody, even Simon Le Bon. There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. The greatest gift you get this year is life.
Bow down, Mr. Hari Rama, Hari Krishna.
That's the one. Don't you remember one and only? Boycott!
I mean, at least tell me you respected Coverchot when Papaji was alive.
Of course I did, beta. When your father was alive, I remember it as a very sacred day. Testing times.
Once you lose tradition, you're on the slippery slope, isn't it, Mr. George?
No, but surely respect has to be earned, doesn't it, George?
I agree.
Exactly. Why should a woman have to prove herself worthy of a man? Why shouldn't it be the other way round? George thinks it should be the other way round.
I mean, he didn't say anything.
His hat moved. Anyway, George, I agree with you. You've hit the nail on the head. It should be the men who are doing the fasting.
Exactly.
Oh, thanks, George. Thanks a lot.
You think I can't fast, Mr. George? Well, I can. From now on, Sanjeev and I are fasting.
What?
Marjorie, get the door.
Did it yourself.
What did you say we were going to fast for?
It wasn't me. It was Boy George. He's politicised the women of the house.
That's all we need, isn't it? A house full of bloodthirsty feminist revolutionaries. June Whitfield. Ms. Whitfield.